Ladies and gentlemen, to commence today's discussions, we are pleased to invite our co-hosting leaders on stage. First of all, please welcome Yang Berusaha Professor Dr. Shafry Rahim, Vice-Chancellor, University Technology Malaysia UTM, to deliver his welcome speech.
Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Alhamdulillahi Rabbil Alamin. Wassalatu wassalamu ala asrafil anbiya wal mursalin. Wa ala alihi wa sahbihi ajma'in. Rabbi shrah li sadri wa yassir li amri wa hlul 'uqdatam min lisani yafqahu qawli. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi taala wabarakatuh. A very good morning. Salam Malaysia Madani, salam UTM Sanjungan Bangsa. Puan Nur Hasnah Badruddin, Senior Director Division of Industry, Environmental, Social and Governance, Ministry of Investment, Trade and Industry, MITI, representing the Minister of Investment, Trade and Industry, Her Excellency Orla Tani, Ambassador of Ireland to Malaysia. We have great discussion last week, and then Professor Dr. Rahim Abdul Hamid, Vice-Chancellor, Asia University, and Mr. Philip Eden, Special Project and PMO, MAB Academy, Professor Technologist Dr. Zainura Zainun Noor, Organizing Chairperson, Future Ready ESG 2025 Conference, our distinguished guests, speakers, ladies and gentlemen. It gives me great honor to welcome all of you to the Future Ready ESG Conference 2025. We are proud to co-host this meaningful event with our esteemed partners, the School of Professional and Executive Education Development SPEAK at Asia University, MAB Academy, Institution Island, and our very own Center for Environmental Sustainability and Water Security, IPASA. Okay. This conference is called to action, a bold statement that ESG principle must guide how to lead, innovate, and to make decisions that shape the future of our industries, institutions, and our nation. At UTM, ESG is not just a compliance exercise. It is a part of our institutional identity. So it is embedded in how we educate, how we innovate, then how we serve. Our mission basically is innovating sustainable solution, echoes the ESG pillars of sustainability, accountability, and inclusive growth. So our researchers and students are tackling pressing global challenges, issues like climate change, water quality, equitable development, and ethical governance. All these issues are very important to be addressed, to comply with the ESG. So through IPASA, we have implemented citizen science programs, policy-oriented research, and technology-driven solutions to promote ESG value in the real-world context. Our approach is deeply aligned with the Malaysia Madani framework, which upholds values such as sustainability, compassion, respect, responsibility. ESG gives us the tool to operationalize the value across sectors and generations. But university cannot do this alone. We need industry champions who are willing to innovate beyond compliance. We need public sector leaders who are bold enough to integrate ESG into national policy and planning framework. We need a financial institution that understands the value of sustainable investment. And we need community that are empowered to demand and drive responsible practice. So this is precisely what makes today's gathering so meaningful, by bringing together decision makers, academic, private sector leaders, civil society advocates, and young professionals. This conference creates the conditional for collective action where every voice contributes to shaping a future that is resilient, inclusive, and just. Ladies and gentlemen, the theme of Future Ready ESG is more than timely, it is essential. ESG must evolve from being a checkbox on a manual report to becoming a strategic mindset that drives long-term planning, ethical leadership, and inclusive decision-making. We are living in the era of convergent global crisis, climate instability, resources scarcity, technological disruption, and widening inequality. They are complex and interconnected challenges that demand integrated framework like ESG to help us navigate with both clarity and concise sense. At UTM, we are rethinking how we prepare future leaders. ESG is being integrated in our curriculum, not just to produce technically competent graduates, but individuals who are ethically grounded and socially aware. So we want our students to ask the basic question like, what is the social impact of my innovation? Who benefit and who is left behind? So can we design systems that regenerate rather than deplete? So these all the questions always, we asking our students to think of the future. When they innovate something, they need to think of the sustainable of the planet. It's very important. This vision aligns with the wisdom of Syed Muhammad Naqib Al-Atas, who said that the aim of education in Islam is not only the production of a good man, but the man who does a good. So it's very important. At UTM, we aim to nurture not only excellence in knowledge and skill, but the word adab. So adab is a right action rooted with ethical understanding. So that word is adab. We always emphasize this as a value, specifically in our university, as a value for our students. This kind of leadership, the world urgently needs, basically. Distinguished delegate, let us remember this conference is not just about what we say today, but what we choose to do tomorrow. May the conversation, partnership, and insight shared here lead to actionable change within our institution, our industry, and our community. At its core, ESG is about building trust between institutions and people, between human and environment, and between this generation to the next generation. To the organizing committee, speakers, and all our partners, thank you for your vision and commitment. To all delegates, welcome to this journey of transformation. Together, let us ensure ESG become not just a framework on paper, but a way of thinking, a way of leading, and ultimately, a way of living. Thank you, UTM, innovating sustainable solution in the name of God for mankind. Wabillahi taufiq wal hidayah. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi ta'ala wabarakatuh.
Thank you, Professor Dr. Mohd Shafry, for the welcome address.